our next part will be why he is in the Congress. We do not know who created Congress. We do not know who are the persons as leaders in the Congress. And we do not know if he is aggressively pursued for the independence, total independence. What will be the trauma to him by the British forces, physically and from behind, through the agents of this British inside the Congress? We do not know the world history of colonizations all over the world. We do not know how the India is colonized by the British. Remember, he is one of the most intelligent, brilliant, academic persons of all India leaders.
Okay.
Remember, after passing only class 8, you can be a barrister.
Wow.
But it's very difficult to be an ICS. But for the post of an ICS, the inhabitants of the whole British Empire competes. Half of the world, the British subjects compete to be ICS. To be an ICS is not easy. And only reading 6 months in England, there for years persons stay there, read to be an ICS. And SUBHAS Chandra, only on reading 6 months in England, became ICS, standing forth.
Oh my God.
And resigning from that, the history in the British Empire.
My God.
And that very day, that frightened the British. They saw their enemy. Before that, they have seen this person as a boy when he was studying Presidency College, leading a student strike in a government college, a Presidency College. Such a strike, possibly second in the British India. And being a leader, he did not physically manhandle Professor Otten. He was not in the scene. But as a leader, he took the responsibility to save his friends. He never uttered the names. He came to know who has done it, but did not utter the names. Because if he uttered the names, their career will be spoiled. He took his responsibility on his own shoulder. And from a boy, we have seen the quality and quantity of leadership. Shoulder all the responsibility. And being rusticated from Presidency College. And damaging his own career. The unique sense of responsibility of a leader. The leadership. Can you imagine such a leadership? Any so-called leaders of this Bharatvarsha. And how about you see the subsequent developments? In Congress, as a disciple of CHANDRA, not of Gandhi. Is it a fact you did not know what is Gandhi? What is Gandhi composed of? Who created Gandhi? A man who was, for the British, a sergeant volunteer in South Africa, helping the British troops.
Yeah.
Did not know? But it's a reality. Gandhi is going up as a leader after the mysterious death, I say murder, of CHANDRA. And before that, the All India figures like Tilak. Remember, in Indian history, only 4 top Indian leaders were sent to the prison cell in Mandalay, notorious Mandalay jail. One is Lajpat Rai, one is Tilak, other is some Ajit Singh, very important for North India leader, and SUBHAS Chandra Bose. So-called no India leader was never pushed to such notorious prisons in Mandalay or in Andaman Nicobar.
Oh.
Nowhere. For them, always a palace was requisitioned to be used as if for prison, It was a show. Their own persons, their own agents has to be popularized as if they are being imprisoned. But for these persons, notorious jails, from them, the palaces. Naturally, the two groups of persons in prison are not same. You cannot equate this set of leaders, the patriots, with that setup. It's a different set. And he knew. But the reality is in that at that time, All India political party was only Congress. If it started trying foundation of a new party, can you imagine how much physical hindrance will come? He entered into Congress with a hope that from within he will maybe able to change Congress. Everyone attempts it. Siddhartha tried, but he could not. But in return he was murdered or mysterious death. Before that, many top leaders who tried to change Congress from within has been eliminated physically.
Yeah.
One after another. Rajput Rai was physically beaten to die. Tilak was imprisoned in this notorious jail of Mandalay. He was released only to die outside the jail. Serious. Subhas Bose, a trauma one after another. There was killing attempts many times. He was poisoned by so-called. He was poisoned in a Sabarmati ashram in 1938. Then he had to suffer for 2 months. His own writing, My Mysterious Illness. And you have seen subsequently, there in Indian history, you will never see a order by the British government, shoot at sight the person anywhere, dead or living, only against suicide. No other such order against any Indian leaders. This is. He knew his enemies inside, but for a leader who the statesman cannot, should not declare who are their enemies. Because the moment you declare he is my enemy, your problem is not lessened, but that increases. You have to be alert to protect yourself for your mission. Knowing who are the agents, who are the enemies inside. Keep a close eye, proceed. Because at times you have to use your enemies with you. This is the cost. You cannot declare the names of all your enemies inside your friend, outside your friend, because that increases your problems. And you see 1920 in Calcutta Congress, for the first time in Indian history, on the streets of Calcutta, marching the paramilitary force under its leadership, Bengal volunteers. None is imagined. Gandhi opposed, everyone rebuked him. Under the leadership, a paramilitary force, Bengal volunteers, as a part of the Congress session. Congress session 1928, where he first staged his resolution of total independence, not dominion, not home rule. It was difficult, okay, by the Nehru, by the Gandhi, but it was the first resolution. Rest. This is how he has to manage. And then he saw in 1939 crisis, 1938. Remember, 1938, as All India Congress President, what is delivering as a Congress President speech is a philosophy. It is a guideline. I think this should be a text of political science and history students in the postgraduate level, everyone. There he is giving why the birth control, population control need, what is the industrial policy, large scale industry, small scale industry, cottage industry, indications, foreign policy, industry policy, economic policy, guidelines are being given. A statesman, the future has to be planned. And he's, from before that, he's telling, I have to develop research units from now on. Because the moment we'll get the independence, it is not possible to develop plans immediately. plans used to be developed from before. The moment you will get the
Independent.
right to develop my country, I will put to execution. And he's planning, setting research groups on each individual subjects, discuss elaborately the problems of this and research works, projects. The moment we will get power, we will put into action. A philosopher statesman, such a philosopher statesman is not born in India, possibly after Gupta era. Gupta era is the golden era of our civilization. Someone tell Samrat Ashok. Then, but one thing I tell you, in 2000 years of history, of which 1000 years is actually foreign domination, no such philosopher statesman general has been born in this subcontinent.
Wow.
And your one is exhausted.